and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time!
Hola a todos, muchas gracias por acompañarnos una vez más en MMA Club México. Emi, ¿cómo estás? Tenemos hoy una invitada muy especial, es un especialista en Jiu-Jitsu brasileño, es Tabatha Ricci, prospecto del MMA en general y peleadora del LFA. Tabatha, thank you for joining us. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you for having me on the show.
It is a great honor to have you. As of course, if we know you know, you're one of the top prospects in MMA. How does it feel after winning this fight convincingly? You were a big favorite. You went out there and just did it in under 2 minutes. How do you feel after this fight? How do you feel about your career? You're only 25 and you've been everywhere. You've been in Japan, you've been in Brazil, you're in LFA now.
I'm feeling very happy about the result. I have been training a lot. Like it was like long training camp for me. So everything I have been training, especially for the fight, the strategic and everything worked pretty well. So I'm very excited what come next to me.
Yeah, and you were actually training because you were supposed to fight in November and your fight got canceled and you got rescheduled. How soon do you want to get back to a fight?
I already have a date. Maybe I will fight March 12 or March 26. So I want to fight as soon as possible.
Nice. So you started a long time ago. You were in Brazil, right? You were doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You went to championships. Almost every time you got a podium. You were in Japan. How has been the transition for you, starting in Brazil, then being in Japan, now being in the LFA? How have you modified your training camps, your training in overall?
For me, it was all the place I have been, the training was different. So I try get a little bit experience in everything. So for me, it has been great. I think for now, being in a high level MMA tournament, MMA show, is being like more pressure now. So I think I can put everything together, what I have been learning in Brazil and Japan. So give me a little bit more confidence. So yeah, I think it was great. Everything had been true. It's helped me right now.
Perfect. Emi has a lot of questions also for you, so he's gonna go ahead.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you, what about being like a bigger favorite, like you? You in your last fight, you were a big favorite. What did you feel?
Of course, we always feel like more pressure, like, oh, everybody expecting you winning, everybody like believing in you. Give me a little bit pressure, but also give me more more confidence. And I'm sure I'm gonna go there and give a great show for everybody. It feels pressure, but it feels good at the same time. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys, like, as fighters know, we specialize in MMA and also in sports betting. So I don't know if you know the context, but in your fight, you had to bet $1,600 to win 100 for you.
Wow, my friend told me. I was like, whoa.
So that's like a big time favorite, right? So when you go to the fight, do you know this stuff? Do you know, like, you're a heavy favorite? Vegas knows you're gonna win.
No, I didn't know it was like I was like that favor. I did not know, and I prefer don't know.
Yeah. And how did you get into the sport? How did you start? When did you know you were going to become a pro?
So I started in martial arts since I was 6 years old through my dad. He's a master in judo. So he put me in judo when I was a little kid. And then after that, I started getting love for the martial arts. Then I went to Muay Thai with my 15 years old. And then I went to do some MMA. So I started doing Jiu-Jitsu with my 17. And then since that, I always know I want to be like a pro fight. I was like doing good. I get in love for the sport. I always like to compete. So the life just gave me good opportunities and then I just take it. Yeah.
And how was your experience in Japan?
Japan was great. I was there for a year. I had like good friends. I lived with 2 ladies from Nepal, 1 lady from Lithuania. We fought an event called Seiza. It's a MMA with some rules. We use like sambo gi and a sumo arena, team versus team. give me a lot of experience. So it was very exciting living in Japan. I miss a lot there, and I miss the food. It was amazing.
Yeah, yeah. I have been to Japan and the food is amazing, and
Oh my God.
obviously, for fighters, I guess the culture and everything is amazing. You can get a lot of knowledge there. Your career has been flawless. You only have one loss, right? In Japan.
Yeah, I fought like 3 matches in one night,
Yeah.
and I was like exhausted in my last match. And then, yeah, the lady we have like sumo points also, so she pushed me out of the arena. And she won like
Yeah,
the last point.
I was watching those events to do this interview, and I was a bit confused about the rules. It was like a bit different than what we usually see.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a lot of rules. We have only like 30 seconds on the floor. We
Okay.
have sumo points. We have judo points. It's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah, I guess it was a good experience. Also made you
but
who
it
you
was
are.
amazing.
So you're only
Yeah.
25, and now you're in LFA. You're winning. How do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to be?
But my biggest goal is going to the UFC. I want to fight with the top ones. Everybody have a dream. I love fighting for LFA. They're a great show. They give me a great opportunity. They're like a family for me. I want to stay there for a little bit more, get a little bit more experience. And then after that, my biggest goal is going to the UFC. I want to be with the best ones.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
even in the top experts of the UFC, were watching your fight. They see you as a prospect for the UFC. So I guess that's very exciting, but it's also a little bit of pressure, a bit of nerves. How do you
Yeah.
cope with that?
I'm not rushing to get there. I want to do step by step. I really believe in my team, but I really feel like confidence, and I feel like everybody can achieve your goals. So I'm just gonna trust on me and my team, and like hope to get there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And also, your training camps. It seems like you were very focused. Your game plan was there. It was get a takedown. You're very good with submissions.
The
And
armbar, right?
the armbar, yeah.
Yeah.
You love the armbars.
I like arm bars. I really
Yeah.
like chokes,
Oh,
but I take what I take what people give to me.
yeah, definitely. And it was
you
there.
know?
And
Yeah.
so now you're probably gonna fight in March. How many fights do you want to have this year, or can you have this year?
I expect have more fights as I can. If I don't get injury, if I like feels good, would like to take I don't know 4. If my body like feels good, I'll take 4. Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Yeah, I think something a lot of people don't know, and all of the fighters do it differently. How is the weight cutting process for you?
My weight cut's not that bad. I never like can let my weight go super high.
Okay.
So I always lost like around like 10 pounds, no more than 10 pounds for me. And it's not big problem for me, the weight cut. So I
Yeah,
always try eat healthy, try be in shape. We never know, especially in the COVID time now. It's happening a lot in last call fights.
yeah,
So we gotta be ready.
yeah. And a lot
Yeah.
of fights are getting canceled, so you're always
Yeah,
ready to step up.
of
Uh,
course. Yeah.
yeah, and it's good because every fighter has their own weight cutting method, and there's some
Mm-hmm.
fighters that cut a lot of weight. So
Yeah.
I think it's an important question because for us as a sports betting assessor,
Mm-hmm.
we watch the weights, the weigh-ins, because there you can see a lot in a fighter. Like if
That's
they're gonna.
true.
And yeah, you looked great in your last fight. You look good. How does it feel when you're 25? They see you as a top prospect. You're fighting in LFA. How long is your contract? Do you have certain fights already signed?
We signed a contract for 3 fights.
Okay.
I already did 2. The other fight supposed to do, my opponent didn't make the weight. She was like 5 pounds over.
Yeah.
So I believe that fight doesn't count because it doesn't go to my record. So yeah, we're gonna have one more and then see if we can get the title shot or what it's next.
And how long have you been living now in USA?
3 years.
And now you're training in Black House MMA.
Yeah, my main gym, I live in Ventura. Black House is kind of almost 2 hours from me.
Okay.
But my main gym here is the Paragon and Knuckleheads Boxing, Paragon Jiu Jitsu and Knuckleheads Boxing.
Yep.
And I go to Black House. I drive a lot to my training, so I always go to Black House 2 times a week. I
Okay.
also do Muay Thai in Saxon, and I have my strength conditioning here. So yeah, I
And
always driving a lot for trainings.
and how has the IBJJF championships? You were in a lot of them. How did they impact your career? How did they help you as a standing point to get to the next level?
Yeah, so when I got here to US, I stopped MMA, and I want to just focus in my ground game. So here in California, all the biggest IBJJF tournaments, big names, the best athletes are here. So I want to just focus in my jiu-jitsu. So I just train in jiu-jitsu, forget strike, forget about everything. And then that helped me so much, give me more confidence. My jiu-jitsu got it like another level, I feel. So that was a big step for me being here and focus on that time for my jiu-jitsu. So that helped me a lot. Yeah.
Emmy and I like a lot fighters we consider that are very complete, as they can win with a submission, or you have won two fights on a decision. So you're good everywhere. Your conditioning in those fights looked good. You were good in 3 rounds. If there was one thing that you want to improve, what would it be? What will you work on? Because obviously you as a fighter, even though you're winning, you know you can improve some areas. What's
Yeah.
your most improvable place?
I always try do my best in all the martial arts, but one thing I really like when I start doing here in the US, and it's pretty good, the wrestling. So I have a great coach, wrestling coach. I have two coaches, and I really love the wrestling. It's one thing I really want to learn more. There's a lot of transitions, a lot of techniques similar than jiu-jitsu but different,
Yeah.
and close to judo but little bit different. So that's one thing I want to try put more in my game. I already have like practicing a lot. I really like it, but wrestling, that's one thing I really need a little bit more time uh to put more in my game, but I love it,
And would you like
yeah,
to fight
exactly.
the champion of the LFA, Lupi Godinez?
Yes, yes, of course. Yeah, if I had opportunity, I would love it when it's my time. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's good because it's probably gonna probably be soon if you keep winning in a convincing way. You know you're going there submitting everyone. Uh, what is who is your favorite fighter in women's MMA and in men's MMA?
Uh, I always love Ronda Rousey because she came from the background judo is the same as I came,
Yeah.
and I like her. She's very humble, the way she talk with people. So I really admire her of that, and as an athlete too. So she always gonna be my favorite. And for the guys, I really like Anderson Silva. He's from
Hmm.
Brazil. He's
Yeah.
he's the goat.
He's a
So
legend.
yeah, he's the legend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were talking about him on a show, and we really love Anderson Silva. A lot of us
yeah.
started watching MMA in Mexico because of guys like
Because
Anderson
of him,
Silva,
yeah,
like Overeem, some fighters that are still going. You know, they're
yeah.
40
He
years old,
always
they're
put a
still going.
show. We always excited to watch him. So it's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah, and now the sport is growing a lot. There's people watching LFA in Mexico. There's guys watching Bellator. There's guys watching UFC. So this channel started because of the love of the guys, and we want to transmit it because it's always nice to talk to guys in the show that
yeah,
know and give their passion. And it's a lifestyle for you. You do it every
yeah,
day. You wake up. You diet. Some of the things that people never see before your fight.
yeah.
You put in a lot of work.
It's
Uh,
so much work. It's crazy.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
just simply by doing a diet and working out every day, it's
yeah,
also exhausting. But if you love it, I guess it's very
yeah,
relatively easy for you to do it because you
yeah,
have,
yeah.
as we can say, you have your dream job, right?
Exactly. And it's a process. We gotta love the process. Is the hard part.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
how do you feel? What is a routine day for you on a fight day?
On the fight day,
Yeah.
so usually in the fight day, it's a lot of waiting, right? So
Yeah.
it's the hardest part because I hate wait. So we have to wake up, breakfast, and back to the hotel, and then waiting for the shuttle. Like it's we fought at 9, so like 5 hours in the hotel waiting for the shuttle. So I take this time to talk with my family. I don't stay on my Instagram or social media. I like turn it off for me. I have
Yeah.
somebody taking care, and just talking with my coach, game plan, talk with my family, waiting for the shuttle, and then I go train, waiting in the locker room. That's a very intense part too for me,
Yeah.
and that's it. Yeah.
And when you're in the cage and you're looking at your opponent right before the fight, you're announcing, you're looking into her eyes. What do you feel? What are you thinking? It must be like a very, very
Yeah.
nerve-wracking feeling, right?
When I step in the cage, all the tension, the pressures go out. It's just me versus me, everything's blank. I try blanking my mind, don't thinking nothing. Even the technique is already automatic, it's already in my subconscious. And so try don't think in nothing. I just feel so happy. I feel like I'm home. Like it's crazy.
Awesome.
I feel like hungry, it's like a live or die.
And you were talking
Yeah.
about Ronda Rousey being your favorite fighter after the fights. She usually got Hooters wings. What do you eat after a fight?
So I don't have too much options, I really would like to eat a lot of ice cream because it's my favorite,
Yeah.
but yeah, I always go for ice cream. It's my favorite.
And of course, after at these COVID times, I guess there's limited people available to be with you during the fight.
Yeah.
When you go back home, do you live with your family? You party with your family a little bit?
Yeah, so all my family is from Brazil, so I have my angels of my life, I call it's my friends and the family I live here. So I live with my jiu-jitsu coach, Franjinha and Erica, and his family.
Okay.
And then when I back, all my friends they were waiting for me. We did some Brazilian barbecue. Yeah, it was very fun.
And this that you talk about, it's also a sacrifice you make. Being away from your family,
Yeah,
all because
yeah.
of your dream. And it's great that you're doing good. You're a very exciting fighter. People are looking up to you, and hopefully you get as much activity as you want this year. Because I know your dream is to be in the UFC, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna be there soon. We really thank you a lot for being with us, taking the time to being with two guys from Mexico, trying to spread the love for this sport.
Yeah,
And it's always great to because people know some fighters from the UFC, but getting
right.
to know the prospects, the guys who are gonna be there,
That's true.
especially when you're doing it this way, is so good. So we're hopefully looking forward to seeing you in the cage in the upcoming, hopefully in March.
Thank you. I appreciate for having me here to take your time also. Yeah, looking forward to talk with you in the future in my next fight. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Don't forget us, and
Yeah.
and we'll be in
No.
touch. We're always watching your fight, so we're gonna be on Instagram looking when you're gonna fight, and then we'll see
Awesome.
your fight. And if you'll join us again soon, we'll be happy to have you.
Awesome. Looking forward for it. Thank
Thanks
you
a
very
lot.
much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you guys.
See
See
you.
you.
See you.
Thank you very much, Tabitha.